What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with my All Tea, All Shade. BET presents the Encore Season 1, Episode 6 review. So, on tonight's episode, we begin off with Pam and Misha in the kitchen, and Pam is admiring Misha's Old Navy dress, saying it's the cutest thing that she ever saw, and it was literally just an olive green t-shirt dress. It wasn't no embellishment, no different cut, and she just act like it's the cutest thing she ever seen. She was bigging her up on that burgundy and black shake and go wig, and I'm like, just tell her you want a lick, and how many licks does it take to get to the center of her because I'm like, what is going on here? Like, she didn't even look like nothing, but okay. So Misha apologizes for the way that she spoke to Pam the previous night. They make up or whatever. Felicia joins them in the kitchen and thinks that Misha starts stuff basically for attention, and at this point, she's wondering, like, what is real, the fight or the apology? Because she don't really know what to get from Misha. I don't even think Misha know what Misha is doing. I think Misha is just like a dog chasing after its own tail. Like, I don't even think that there is any air up there. Like, it's just like, I don't even know, like, lollipops and Massengill and Marlboro cigarettes. That's what's in her brain. Like, I don't even know, Jesus. So Pam says that she's nervous about seeing her bandmates because, she cut everybody off. She blocked everybody. She just chucked up everybody to deuce, and she ain't talked to nobody. And I'm like, well, yeah, you got a reason to be nervous about who's going to show up for you for the listening session. So Aubrey isn't excited about the listening party and is tired of taking hits from the twins. She says that the songs are gonna make as much as what Cherish Group made. I was like, well, that was a diss. Well, all right, ma'am. Shady boots. So you can just tell at this point that Aubrey has completely checked out. Like, her confessional, she just getting more weary. The titties is just sagging and just hanging there. She ain't trying to lift them motherfuckers up. She just looked disheveled. She was giving me Anna Nicole Smith in her last days. I didn't know what was going on. I do know on social media this past week, she posted that she has left the country. She's moved away from the United States. She wants to just start anew. And if that really did happen, then God bless her. I hope that she finds whatever she's looking for. So the girls are all dressed up for the listening party, and they don't know who's coming for them, mind you. So they then, after speaking to Sita, go over the playlist of songs that they're going to present to their family and friends and ex-group mates, and realizes that Cosign, one of the producers, has the song Leave, Don't Go. So the twins call him and ask him to send over the track, but they're frustrated with him because he ain't been really doing what he's supposed to be doing as far as like finishing the songs, and they don't understand why he would take the track and not leave them a recording of it. Everything is just all over the place. So when they listen to their song Bird's Eye View, they change it back to their version because they like it better than Cosign's. The other girls also like their version better too. So I feel like if that's what the group feels, not just the twins, if that's what the group feels, then they should be able to do that. They should be able to use the version that they feel it fits the best for them and that they are comfortable with. So the girls, so Cosign sends over his version of Go Don't Leave. They don't even know the name of the song. He called it Go Don't Leave. They call their version Leave Don't Go. Let everybody just leave, goddamn it. Everybody just leave out the house. Just kick everybody out. So the girls in the group don't like his version and realize that he didn't even finish it. So they like Felicia's more, so they decide to go with that version. And as a group member, I would be frustrated too that we only got a short amount of time to get this shit done. And what are you doing? I know you probably got other people that you're working with, but like, do your job. And I'm a stickler about that. When it comes to business, if you say you're going to do something, do it. I shouldn't have to hound you, call you, and do all of that extra shit for you to do what you need to do. So Mila from 702 shows up for the girls. Shamari's sister and ex-bandmate Brandy shows up for her, as well as her husband Ronnie DeVoe from New Edition. He also brings her a bunch of flowers and things and balloons, which was really sweet. Kima from Total comes for Pam. We saw Jazzy Faye there. I did notice that nobody came for Keely and nobody came for Aubrey. Nivea, I don't know if Jazzy Faye was there for Nivea per se, but I do know that nobody was there for Keely or Aubrey. So, as soon as Kima sees Pam, she rushes over to her, and they immediately start crying because they have not seen each other or spoken to each other in 5 years. Kima tells Pam that she cares about her more than the group and is mad that she blocked her. And I would be feeling that same way too. Like, it's about the way that you go about doing things. If you had this spiritual awakening, or if you needed to just get your life in order or whatever, fine, do that. But you don't have to treat me like I did something to you, like I was part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? When obviously I didn't have anything to do with whatever issues you were going through. All she had to do was simply say, hey, I'm about to take time to really figure myself out, get my life together. This has nothing to do with you. No slight towards you. I don't want you to worry about me. I don't want you to think that I feel some type of way. I'm just really trying to get me together. And I love you. And when I, feel like I'm in a comfortable place, I will get back at you. You know what I'm saying? But it just to block people and leave people wondering, like, what did I do wrong? Did I do something? And that's just not the right way to go about things. So, the twins' sisters didn't come for them either. But they said that they understood because they probably was busy. I don't believe it. I don't know if they're as close as they probably used to be. So then the girls all go to perform and to play the song. So they start off with Skeletons. But as soon as they start playing the record, Ronnie and Jazzy Faye and them was like, cut the record. So they looking like, what the fuck? Like, do they not like it already? But the people want them to perform. Like, I just standing there like, we need an experience, like lip sync, like get into it. So the girls then do what they asked of them, and the vibe became way more better. But here come Willy Wonka ass standing there. Aubrey ain't feeling the song. She just standing there with a stank face on, with no bra, and them titties just sagging, child. And I'm like, how's your titties sagging like that? And you got implants. What in the fuck is going on? Your titties look like mine. So I'm like, come on now. Even if you are feeling some type of way, be professional. Be professional. Do what you came there to do. She is standing there with that hot ass wig on, that hot ass Dolly Parton wig on, like, girl. So then they played Pam's song Only God Knows next. Nivea is still wondering why Aubrey got an attitude and isn't participating. As soon as the song is over, Kima runs over and hugs Pam after the song ends because she's just so proud of her and loves the song. Mila starts to cry from 702 and tells Misha and Irish that they deserve this and that she's just so happy that they're finally getting to bask in the light sans her. And that's something that you can tell that they really need for themselves. And I appreciated the fact that Mila is supporting them and shows that, like, I'm not the enemy here. Like, I genuinely want you guys to succeed. So they get great feedback from everybody, but Aubrey doesn't think that they've created a group sound yet. She's just not pleased with anything. Kima and Pam sit down and talk, and Kima says that she understands Pam wanted to do a solo project, but what she don't understand is her trying to join this super group and closing her and Keisha out when they already had their own group. Like, she just didn't understand it. And I'll be feeling some type of way too, because you told us, you closed us. First of all, you just cut us off with no explanation. You quit the group, acting like you didn't want to be in the industry or you wanted to be a solo artist, and then next thing I know, you on this reality show forming a super group with some other hosts. Like, make it make sense. I would be feeling some type of way too, and I would be having all kind of questions as well. So Pam was like, God told me to do it. I'm here on assignment. And the one thing I'm not going to do is question what God told this woman. I'm not going to do that. I don't have her relationship with God. I got my own. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, Jesus. Y'all already know where I'm going with that. All right, girl. So Kima was like, I hope one day you realize the worth of what we had. Remember when you said we were Destiny's Child and you were Beyonce? More like Latavia? Like what? More like Matthew, bitch, what? When were you ever the Beyonce of the group? Like, yeah, you probably had the better sounding voice over Keisha. But obviously Keisha is the Beyonce of the group. She the one that don't need none of this shit too. Like she over there chilling with her husband, Omar Epps, getting collecting them movie and television checks. You know, still being a beautiful bad bitch. Ain't aged not one day. Like, okay. So Pam, however, don't remember saying that. I'm like, sure you don't, Pamela. So Pam says that no one agreed on no one in her family or friends agreed with her decision to leave the group. They all thought that it was crazy. Pam was like, I know God told me to do this show and maybe it was to see you again. And Kima tells her, you know, that regardless of whatever, I love you. But you can tell Kima want to get back out there and perform. Kima looking like, bitch, if you don't get it to fucking together, if I gotta eat your pussy for us to get back out there and get a check, we gotta do what the fuck we gotta do. So Aubrey talks to some producer guy named Stone that came to the listening session and tells him about Cinnamon, the vocal coach, being nasty towards her. And I was like, it ain't about her being nasty towards you. It was constructive criticism that your voice did not sound good on that particular song, ma'am. And obviously your bandmates felt the same way. They just didn't know how to say it to you. We all have our off days, child. So Irish complains to Mila and Misha about not having any lines on any of the songs. And she was just being real negative and got an attitude. Talking about, I ain't going down there that studio no more. This, that, and the third. And Mila was like, okay. Like, well, I'm so proud of you guys. So happy I was here. You all did a great job. I'm uncomfortable. I just want to drink my drink. These are the same problems that I had with these hoes. Now they got to deal with it and I don't. I was like, girl, like, I understand your frustrations, but now is not the time and now is not the place. Like, you doing the same shit and you sound the same way that you did when y'all was kids. And I know that 702 has gotten back together over the years to perform with one another, but if I was Mila, I would be standing there like, this is why we didn't work out in the first place. You still complain about the same shit you complained about years before. And I'm like, Irish, you cannot sing. Be happy you got a line or two. Recently went back to listen to all of 702's album because mind you, I told you guys I'm a 702 super fan. The only thing that Irish was able to do even then on their records was talk in the beginning or the end, like 702, what you gonna do, yeah, yeah. And she did a bunch of that shit on the records because that's all you're able to do, sis. You can't sing, darling. Your sister is a notch up from that. She barely able to sing, but you can't fucking sing, girl. So I need for you to live in your truth that you was just the pretty one with the cute ad libs. Yeah, 702. Like that was your part. Bask in that and be pretty and blame Ray J. She's also mad because Shamari is on majority of the songs, even though she's talking about something that she wanted more parts or whatever. I'm like, well, Shamari is on majority of the songs because Shamari is the best singer in the house. Sorry. So Misha, however, is trying to remain positive and not even trying to feed into her sister's negativity because Misha, I guess she feel like she's in a good place right now. So that night, Misha tells Keely and Shamari that Irish is upset, and Shamari understands where she's coming from and her frustrations with everything. Aubrey is further breaking down, child, and tired of being bossed around by, as in her words, little children, talking about Felicia and Felicia Rashad and Fallon or whatever her name is. So she leaves like a thief in the night. So the next morning, Keely looks for Aubrey because she's taken all of her things, the rest of her things that were left in their room. So Nivea is shocked because she thought that she'd be the one to up and leave because it's starting to even affect her being in the house. And I watched her interview with Candy, which was really good. If you did not get a chance to watch Nivea's interview with Candy on her YouTube channel, it is a must see. Like that girl that been through a lot. Like she needs to be in extensive therapy every day of the week. Jesus Christ. Because like, can't nobody live a sane life with all the shit that young lady has gone through. But in that interview, she also stated that at some point she gonna get into it with somebody, and it's gonna be a problem. So it would, I think it would probably affect me too, being in a house with a bunch of women, first of all, and just having to deal with a bunch of people and their attitudes and their ways and all the bickering and the fighting and the pressure. It has to be a lot. So one of the twins thinks that, I think it was Fallon that was saying that she thinks that Aubrey was being dramatic and she ain't falling for the bullshit no more. Like, if she left, oh well, the fuck, she don't give a damn. So the girls are wondering where Aubrey's at. Felicia is down in the studio with some of the girls, and she ain't feeling Cosign, who is on the way there. She plans on confronting him. So Felicia, when Cosign and Aaliyah and Cinnamon all arrive, they're in the studio, and Felicia tells, that I think what's the dude called? The dude on the soundboard, whatever. His name was Abe. Abe, to play Bird's Eye View. But as soon as the song comes on, Cosigns tell him, oh, stop, and says this is the wrong version. So Felicia immediately got an attitude and was like, it's my version. I'll tell you if it's the wrong version. So Cosign was like, calm down, kid. Well, first of all, who are you talking to? Like, I'm not no kid. I'm a grown-ass motherfucking woman, but all right. So she's sitting there with an attitude. She's not saying anything. And so he was like, she throw it off? Is she throw it off? Or you throw it off? So she was like, I think the bass is too loud. And Cosign was like, does Shamari look throw it off when she was enjoying herself? Felicia was like, and I'm trying to figure out, when I told you, I gave a fuck. And I was like, oh, all right. Now that Felicia is feisty. She was like, don't get an attitude with me because you were late. Work has been getting done without you. Coast, and Cosign was like, with me as well, relax. And Keela was like, stop telling women to relax. I agree with that. Like, don't call me a kid, don't tell me to relax, and all these, like, nigga, who you talking to? Like, as a woman who deals with men in this industry, it is incredibly hard to deal with men in the industry because they are rude, they don't respect you, they don't want to listen to you. So in that instance, I understood where the girls were coming from, especially the twins. When I'm up here busting my ass doing work every day, all day, you get to come in and out and do what you please, and you still ain't getting what you supposed to be doing done. So, excuse you, sir. I didn't like the way his tone, the way he was talking to her, calling her, like I said, the kid situation and telling her to relax. Nigga, who the fuck are you talking to? And I just recently had to deal with something like that in my own life. I'll talk about that at a later date. So they get to arguing back and forth. Cosign says, I'm the producer. And Felicia's like, no, I'm the producer in this house. Keely was like, yeah, she really honestly is. And I mean, to be honest with you, Felicia is the producer in the house. She's done more work from what I've seen than what Cosign and that other dude has done. So Cosign was like, y'all better look at my Wikipedia page and relax. Oh, fuck, everybody in this house got stats. So, lame ass nigga, who the fuck are you talking to? So Felicia was like, where's the finished track? I don't have time to wait on you. And he was like, you gonna have to make time, love. I'm here for a reason, young lady. See, like all that old condescending ass shit that he was doing. Baby, can't no nigga with a bob, a lip fro, a dried ass curl fro tell me shit about nothing. So Felicia was like, you can leave. You decide if you want to be a chauvinistic bastard or work as a group. And I agree with her because I didn't like the way he handled that at all. Like, boy, get your old... Ooh, I was about to say something. Anywho, that was my review of BET's The Encore. I give tonight's episode a B-. It was good. It was good. It was a nice episode. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. The link to my latest novel, It Was All a Dream, is down below in the description box. Make sure you cop one. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.